Hello, this is Burhain Selassie, the Orthodox Catholic One of Golden Sword Apologetics. Today we'll be discussing Psalm 22, verse 16, verse 17, and some texts in Psalm 21 in the Septuagint and the Latin Vulgate, whether or not it should read lion or pierced or dug. Kara'u being pierced, or dug rather in Hebrew, and kara'i referring to like a lion. The first argument will be based on catholicnick. He realized that there's a very compelling argument based on a sort of parallel found in Psalm 22, which is perhaps the most compelling reason to understand it as saying pierced. First, let's read the psalm and see what it says. Here's going to be following the Masoretic text, a Jewish publication. It's known as Mechran Memre. It's their translation, which resembles a lot like the King James Bible. But anyway, let's go off. Psalm 22, verse 12. Be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have encompassed me. First, let's say this. First several verses are concerning David stating his dilemma, stating what his situation is, what animals are seeking to destroy him. That's the first part. So let's go through it. Many bulls have encompassed me, strong bulls have beset me. Notice, pay attention to the order of animals. They open wide their mouth against me as a raving and roaring lion. I am poured out like water, my bones are out of my joints, my heart is become like wax, it melted in my innermost part. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaveth to my throat, and thou layest me in the dust of death. For dogs have encompassed me, a company of evildoers, referring to humans, have enclosed me. Like a lion, they are at my hands and feet. Now that's what the Masoretic text says. And also the Masoretic text this translation adds they are at. That's not in the Hebrew at all. It just says my hands and feet. Anyway, let's go on. I have counted my bones, they look and gloat over me. They part my garment among them, and for my vesture do they cast lots. But thou, O Lord, art not far off. Now, he's repeating almost the same thing he says in verse 15, or rather verse 12 here. But thou, Lord, art not far off. But thou art my strength, hast hastened to help me. And now now David starts discussing being saved from all his just troubles. Notice, you'll see that he's going in the reverse order of creatures. He starts off, deliver me from the sword, mine only one from the power of the dog, save me from the lion's mouth, yea, from the horn of the wild ox do thou answer me. I will declare thy name unto my brethren. In the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. Ye that fear the Lord, praise him. Okay, now let's look at the parallels. Alright, let's go to the comments right here. He shows it. Verse 12 mentions the bulls. Verse 13 mentions the lion. Verse 16 mentions the dog. And the humans that pierced my hands and feet. That's according to the Septuagint and so on, and the Dead Sea Scrolls. And then the salvation verses, deliverance verses are verse 20 and 21. From the sword, referring to the people that pierced me, the evildoers, because only humans can use swords, unless you want to say there's a monkey being mentioned. And then it goes on and say, my only life, from the power of the dog. The dog was mentioned before the humans. Save me from the lion's mouth. The lion was mentioned before the dog. And the wild ox, or rather it says bull. It uses a different word, but it's the same creature. Ox and a bull, or they're both bovine. So what you see, it's happening in the Masoretic text, or actually in every text, especially the non-Masoretic texts. David's going in the reverse order, going from his situation to his salvation. So as he mentions here, there's a parallel going on. The bull, lion, dog, human. He says unknown, but human. And then sword, representing the human. And then you have the dog, the lion, and the bull or ox. So that's the first argument. This is my first video. I will go on and discuss my article here on other reasons why I believe it should read dig and not lion. Anyway, that'll be my second video. Anyway, this is Burhain Selassie.